we are going to welcome the Lions banners. But before we do that, I just wanted to mention who is here. I'm not doing introductions, but I'm just mentioning so that you know. We have amongst us the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, the Honorable Elizabeth Dalsora. We also have our international guest, past international director, Nicolene Carol Moore. We also have, I don't think the members of parliament are here yet. They may have come and sat in the back. No, I don't think they're here. The only other person I would like to mention is the Councillor for Ward 3, Councillor Chris Fonseca.
Thank you very much, Wayne. Pastor Sister and Chairman of the Convention Committee. Thank you. Good evening, honorable guests, fellow Lions and Leos. Thank you very much. My name is Martin Bowen, and I'll be presenting the clubs and their banners this evening. And just to remind you, Lions, when I say Lions, you say? Roar! Thank you very much. In 1970, a group of businessmen led by Nelson Jones decided to start a community and humanitarian organization. They called it Lions. They spread across America. Then in 1920, a club in Detroit, Michigan contacted some friends across in Windsor, Ontario. And there they started the club. They also contacted the friends and associates they had in Toronto and introduced them to the idea of Lions, who in turn contacted some friends in Hamilton, Ontario. They formed a club as well after hearing the story. This all happened 3 years after 1970. My dear friends and Lions, in 1920, in the month of May 1920, the Toronto Central Lions Club was started. Just after that, in July 1920, the Hamilton Central Lions Club was formed. Today we celebrate these clubs. I have to make an excuse for the Hamilton Lions Club because the Bears have come down with cold and they will not be here. But we have with us the Toronto Central Lions Club celebrating 102 years. We weren't able to celebrate more. 102 years of serving their community, of serving their district, their country, and the world. Pictures in the front, please. Can you please move up forward, please? Could you please move forward? I'm going to be second. Marching back, not the march.
Face the camera.
And the leader club representing also the church. It is sponsoring another Oakville, the leader club for the rest.
How are you? Where to move faster?
All right, let's hear it for
Yeah, come this way. Perfect. This place is great. Come this way.
Yes, Governor and Chairman of the committee. Have a seat, please.
I forgot to bring my hammer. Lions, please, can you be quiet? We will ask some of you to leave the room. Okay, so we are now going to start the formal part of the official opening. And right. So we are going to start with the blessing, and I'm going to ask Dr. Debbie Denard to do that for us. Thank you.
Bonjour. Dio con ebi can go. The main go them. And Anishinaabe, the day one quaid out. Manitoba what to go in Donji, then dog berry don't go. Nimi Goichu and done the Goshen on a walk. I'm happy to be here. I done to see if that dog with this and done. It's just to listen. I've been public speaking and doing openings for a long time, and I suddenly found myself very nervous. I'm going to look at these kind of people sitting in the front row. The ones that invited me to give an opening. In my hand, I have St. Tobacco, that first medicine. And so my thoughts into this tobacco is to wish you all the very best and greatest time this weekend in your gathering as you come together. Chi Gaja Dance. That's means big cat in Ojibwe. That's what I was thinking about. I don't think there's an actual word for lion, so if I refer to you Chi Gaja Dance, so many Chi Gaja Dance stuck here. In my tobacco offering, I did a smudge earlier. I didn't feel like this was really the place to have it open. I felt overwhelmed a little bit of culture shock, a little of mixed emotions, but also to ask for that Bidokoishin, that help, whatever that is that we need for this weekend. Whether we've come here, maybe some of our family members, but all of those losses, maybe even that we've encountered in this past 2 years. I understand that this is the first time we've been able to gather. I certainly am feeling, I've been at home with one other person consistently, so 500 people seems like a lot. So with this tobacco and my good thoughts, thank you for inviting me to come and speak and be visible in my home territory. I think there's a little kind of a joking thing that I am the land acknowledgement, because I'm here to acknowledge those Mi'kmaq and Anishinaabe that lived here, and that during our shared time of the history of this country, I'm also feeling very happy that even though these 100 years that I'm thinking about is a celebration, I have a little bit of mixed feelings in terms of the recent things that are being uncovered. But I I just wanted that to be a reminder, and those mixed feelings are still siding on the gratitude that I was given a few minutes to have a voice, to speak in Anishinaabe and to be here, I guess in some way, welcome to this land of where the Anishinaabe lived fully at one time. And with the thinking of how they were shifting their movements to make place for others to have a good life here, to at least hopefully keep those ones in your thoughts as you continue to have a good life here and as part of the world called Turtle Island.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gilman. We move on with the ceremony. We are now going to do the national anthem. So if we can all be upstanding. The first one will be Trinidad and Tobago, in honor of our international guest, and then it will be the Canadian national anthem. You may be seated. I will now ask District Governor Sandy to come forward and introduce our guest.
Thank you, Assistant Governor Dan. Good evening, everyone. And welcome to our 21st convention. And I'm so pleased to see so many of you here. It is really, really a wonderful feeling. Thank you all very much. Fellow Lions, we are very, very grateful to be here today, and I would now like to introduce our guest speaker, the Honorable Elizabeth Downswell. She was appointed Ontario's 29th Lieutenant Governor following a distinguished public service career. Since taking office in late 2014, Ms. Downswell has challenged Ontarians to think deeply about their role, not just as residents of a province, but as global citizens, building resilience and sustainability through inclusive economic prosperity, environmental stewardship, and social cohesion, as well as safeguarding democracy, and have been the focus of her mandate. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Elizabeth Downswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, bonsoir, bonjour. It's wonderful to join you in person this evening. I think we're all going to have to learn to live with each other once again. It's been so long since we've been in rooms like this, places like this. I want to say thank you so much for the blessing, the land acknowledgement that is so important to our continued prosperity. I want to also say a very warm welcome to our international guests this evening. You know, I often, I was reminded when we were roaring, as lions do. I grew up in small town Saskatchewan, and there were Lions clubs in every community in which I lived during my growing up years. So this is very much a place that feels like home. And when I think of lions, I think of the phrase, a pride of lions. And I think that that's a very fitting phrase tonight, because you can be so very proud of your service and all that you give back to your communities. As Lieutenant Governor, I've actually witnessed your work firsthand. I visited so many places and communities across Ontario, and in so many you can see the really positive impact made by Lions clubs. From hospitals to parks and playgrounds to food banks to eyeglasses in the north. Lions have strengthened the social fabric of our province. And that's not even to mention the many live events that you host and sponsor, and the countless hours that you spend volunteering to bring them to life. I know that you look outward as well, from the wide range of contributions you make beyond our borders. Let me cite the most recent one, your timely support for humanitarian efforts in Ukraine. It's evident from the parade that during the 82 years that Lions clubs have been active in Ontario, you've been able to do a lot of good. But you know, for me, what stands out is not just the long list of accomplishments. It's actually the very way in which you think and make choices about where your efforts will be spent. There aren't very many organizations that actually give up the short-termism that is so prevalent in our society. very deliberate in making decisions with the long term firmly in mind, and then you followed through year after year, however long it takes. I think of the causes that you've supported for so many years, stewarding the environment, eliminating hunger, treating childhood cancer, among others, all to make lasting change. I also think of how you've built this organization over time. I understand that there are some 100 clubs represented in this district alone. And for each one of those clubs, you represent a live community. You know, this global pandemic that we've been living through has taught us many lessons. It's touched every person in this globe, on this globe. It's taught us lessons about interdependence, creativity, collaboration. And we've certainly seen that, unfortunately, not every person, family, or community is resilient. Back in 2020, I had the privilege of attending the virtual induction ceremony at one of your clubs, Beyond Difference. It was inspiring to see how members had worked together online to help address things like food security and to support one another through therapeutic healing dance. Your service is boosting our resilience in times of crisis, and your sustained efforts can mitigate and even stave off future problems. Because going forward, we're going to need to have some very difficult conversations. Conversations about who matters and what matters. We've seen the value of local organizations in helping address widespread challenges at the grassroots level. And it's very much a tribute to your relevance that even a few clubs have joined the fold since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope that you will have a feeling of contributing to the necessary dialogue about building, not just getting back to normal, but about building a better normal. And of course, as we watch with horror and sadness the current unthinkable geopolitical crisis in Europe, lives disrupted and lost, it's worth reflecting on our own mutual vulnerability. I believe that Canadians care deeply about our precious democracy, but we too have to be very vigilant. Democracy can't be taken for granted. When I think about democracy, I think it's not just about a vote. It's really about how we actually make decisions together and how we learn to live together. It works best when there's social cohesion with opportunity for everyone. And this is something that I think each of you has clearly worked to foster. Let me conclude by recognizing someone who has also served for so many years in a nonpartisan and deeply caring way. Her Majesty the Queen is celebrating her Platinum Jubilee this year. Just think, 70 years of service and counting to the Commonwealth. As her representative, I offer my warm gratitude to each and every one of you for your service. May this gathering, these next few days, strengthen the bonds between you. And may it renew your commitment to addressing the challenges that we face here at home, throughout this province, and beyond our borders. In the name of Her Majesty, au nom de Lorraine, I'm very happy to declare this convention officially open.
All right, it's officially open, Diane. But we're not going to make noise yet. The program is not over. So at this stage, because we appreciate that the Lieutenant Governor made time to come and officially open this event. we do appreciate that she has many issues that she has to deal with in her office. So she will leave now, and we will then continue with the rest of the. Oh. Dan Sedi, may you come forward? So we are grateful that the Lieutenant Governor has decided to stay. On one condition, that we don't make noise. So Governor Sandy, I still need you here. So we do have a gift here for the Lieutenant Governor, and it's going to be presented to her by our District Governor.
Lions, yes, Leos. It's so wonderful to see such a tremendous crowd. It's like wall to wall, floor to ceiling, we're packed here. That'd be a great convention. Lions, Nicolin Carol Moore from Arima, Trinidad and Tobago was elected to serve a 2-year term as Director of Lions Club International at the Association's 99th International Convention held in Japan. Director Moore is a human resource consultant, a member of the Arima Lions Club since 2000 and a Lions since 1992. She has held many offices within the association, including club president, zone chairperson, region chairperson, district governor, multiple district LCIF coordinator, multiple district GLT coordinator, multiple district council chairperson. In recognition of her service to the association, she has received numerous awards, including the Membership Key Award, District Governor Excellence Award, and 2 International President Certificates of Appreciation. She's also a Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow. And accompanying her today is her wonderful husband of 52 years, Rudy. Where'd Rudy go?
He took off.
So please join us formally in welcoming PID Nicolin Carol Moore as our international guest to our district convention 2018.
Thank you for that introduction. I don't know how many times they're going to hear that over the weekend. I guess it will grow on us after a while. Thank you so much. Lions, this is a fabulous occasion. I had no idea that I was going to be speaking to such a packed audience, but it's a thrill. I must thank Lion City, your district governor, for extending this invitation to me and to Ruby. You know, as an appointee on the board this year and as a past international director, I am bringing you greetings on behalf of our international president, Douglas X. Alexander, from the US. President Alexander has given us the theme, Service from the Heart. He is aware of the challenging circumstances under which our clubs, and by extension our members, are being called upon to offer service. This is a time of great need. Only a greater passion for service can make the world a better place. If you read some of the snippets of international presidents' life story, you will note how, as a lion and as a member of his business community, he has pursued opportunities to demonstrate service from the heart. The great thing about being a lion or Leo is that you don't have to be the president or district governor or hold any leadership position to serve from the heart. All of us can do that. And I dare say, when I look at A711, you do it well. A while ago, I spoke of the great need that exists in our communities. We can have the world recover at this time when so many are still struggling. Last year, well, over the last 2 years, we proved that we are equal to the task. This year, as the Lieutenant Governor said, we are being called upon to keep up our innovative service and efforts of last year and to expand on them to address the needs of our current situation. Service from the heart. One challenging aspect of this is that we must do it with the awareness that things can change at any moment. That's critical to what we do now and to the perspective that we need. Service from the heart is not just a catchy phrase. If we use it as we should, our members will enjoy increased fellowship, our clubs will have more effective operations, and our communities will experience the benefits of more impactful projects. And as I'm thinking of impactful projects and going through the brochure, I saw that one of your clubs, I think it's the Brampton Ramley, that you have pledged to match $1.5 million in an effort that I think is so innovative, so creative, but really something that is necessary. Because all of us are aware that hospitals have been stretched to the limit, but no one or not many persons are thinking of what it would take to recover and the recovery efforts of the hospitals. And that this particular club is raising this money. Together with partners, I think it's the target is 10 million, but if you can think of working with that effort to have the recovery of this hospital, I think it's really, when we talk about impactful projects, to me this comes to mind. Well, Lions, I'm going to be speaking, I think, at the cabinet meeting in the morning, the business meeting in the morning. I'm going to be speaking at the luncheon that's going to be sponsored by the Leos, and I'm going to have something left for the address in the evening. I think that I have said to you what I want to say on this occasion, except to borrow a phrase from your convention chair. He has said something that reminded me that, we think of being lions, but before you're a lion, you're a person. And he has said, do enjoy the weekend, and his hope is that you will learn something, not only to improve the life of your club, but also to improve your own personal life. Lions, I thank you for this opportunity, and I wish you a wonderful
Thank you, PID Mo. We have another visitor who has just arrived. And I know the Lieutenant Governor was just about to leave, but probably if you can just wait a minute. I would like to invite the Member of Parliament, Provincial Parliament, Deepak Anand.
Good evening, everyone. as I was walking in and I was thinking, what should I talk about? And one thing that came to my mind, I love lions, but I've never seen so many lions together. So, my name is Deepak and I'm the member of Provincial Parliament from Mississauga, Malta. And people often ask me, where is Mississauga, Malta? I said, very easy. When you come from a location or you're going to the location, you always have to go through Malta because that's where the airport is. So the place where you're sitting is actually Mississauga, Malta. So we're the host and you're the guest. So we would like to welcome you, and the biggest round of applause to all the organizers for choosing this place. You know, as I don't need to tell, but the world knows it. Lions are the dedicated volunteers who aim to make a positive difference in the community by freely giving their time, raising funds to support worthy causes. There are 5 causes that Lions Club International focuses on: hunger, vision, environment, childhood, cancer, and diabetes. Talking about diabetes, I'm sure you know, region of Peel is the capital of diabetes in Canada. When you do support these causes, you're supporting the Canadians, you're supporting our communities. I can't thank God enough for giving the opportunity to all of us to serve. Last 2 years have been extremely difficult, but thank you to each and every one of you. Your discipline, your sacrifice has paid off. Because of you, we are able to meet in person today. So keep doing a great job. Keep continuing to serve the community because there is nothing better in life than this. Thank you for adopting me.
To host this in-person conference. Congratulations to all of you. I did not know that I was going to be saying anything this evening, so I do want to say a big thank you for the opportunity. I'll keep it very brief. First off, I want to say thank you to all of you Lions for all that you do each and every day of the year, and throughout the pandemic for all that you have done for individuals within our community. So a big round of applause. I'm so glad that you are hosting your conference here in the city of Mississauga. To all of those who are from outside of Mississauga, welcome to Mississauga. To the international guests, I know that you will be treated very well in our great city of Mississauga, and you are welcome to be here at any time. When the parade of banners was coming forward, it reminded me, it brought back memories of my own childhood. My father was a Lion, and I grew up in Paris, Ontario. I was born in Toronto, but I grew up in Paris, Ontario, and he was a big part of Paris and Grant County Lions Club. And he used to always say to myself and to my siblings, I have 2 brothers and a sister, the Lions are everyday people empowering everyday people. And that stuck with me. That stuck with me throughout my life. He used to say, he was so proud of all of us, the 4 of us kids, attending different events that Lions Club hosted. And he used to say, you know, to serve is to empower others. It is to do with what you have, give with what you have for others around you, to make the community that much better of a place. So that has always stuck with me, and I am so proud that in the city of Mississauga and in my role as an elected official, I am able to interact with the various Lions Club organizations that are in our city and in the region of Peel as well. And I just want to say a big, big thank you for all that you do. And I know that with all, judging by all the energy in the room this evening, you are going to have an incredible, incredible conference. I want to just say one other thing. On a personal note, I do have Ukrainian roots. My father was Ukrainian. He's passed away now. He was actually born in a DP camp in Austria. All of his mother and my Baba and Guido, they were all born in Ukraine. They came to Guelph in 1953, and that is where they were first introduced to lions. It's just incredible that even though they did not speak a word of English, they spoke Italian, German, Ukrainian, Russian, Polish. The Lions in the Guelph community welcomed them into the community. And my grandfather, my Guido, made paintings. He made paintings. A lot of the paintings were of sunflowers. And community members. And I asked my grandfather and my father one time when we were there on a Sunday, why do you paint all these paintings of sunflowers? And he said that sunflowers bring light to where there is darkness. And though there's a wording in Ukrainian, I'm not going to repeat it here tonight, but that under all of it, in little script, he used to write in the corner of these paintings of sunflowers. And at one point, some of those paintings were auctioned off at a Lions event. And I remember that to this day because my father, again, would say, Lions have a way of bringing lightness wherever there is darkness. So I do want to say to all of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you are doing for Ukraine, but not only that, for all that you do to make our communities that much richer, that much more resilient, and most of all, to empower individuals in the community. All the best this weekend at your conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Fonseca. I think you know what I'm going to say. The hospitality sets are very close, but we still have to do a short induction ceremony, mass induction. And I want to promise you, that's what PDG Jeff promised us. That is going to be short and sweet. So, PDG Jeff, if you can come forward.
Thank you, Ryan. Lions Worldwide Induction Day is a worldwide event that welcomes new Lions members and gives Lions the opportunity to stimulate membership growth and increase public awareness. It's not a replacement for induction ceremonies that would be held in your club. We hope that this ceremony will help you gain and keep your enthusiasm for Lions International, and that you in turn will invite others to join us in service. All attendees that have joined a Lions Club in our district since our 2021 District Day 7-11 convention are eligible to participate. Please stand up where you are in the room. Your certificates have been included or are with the registration desk downstairs. So after you finish, go down or you can pick them up tomorrow. The induction ceremony will be conducted by our international guests, past international director Nicola and Carol Moore. At the end of these opening ceremonies, all inductees are welcome to remain behind if they wish to have pictures taken with our guests and District Governor Sandy. PID Carol.
Thank you. On April 30th, clubs and districts all over the world will celebrate Lions Worldwide Induction Day. We are just a bit ahead of them as we use this opportunity. The day dedicated to honoring new members who have been brought into our organization and to recognize the dedication of the sponsors who have invited them to our clubs. Today we are expanding our ability to serve our communities and to carry on our humanitarian efforts. On this day, we remind our new Lions of the great opportunity to experience our pride of service, as well as the gift of enjoying lasting and meaningful friendship and fellowship. This is truly a cause for celebration. We honor these new Lions because they fill a very important role. They hold the key to our future. We must teach them well, for they will become the leaders that will move us forward to serve the next generation. As we share our traditions and ask them to carry on the legacy of Lions, we also look to them for new ideas and for inspiration so that we may learn from them as they learn from us. As we celebrate this day, we acknowledge that no one becomes a Lion on his or her own. Each new Lion is brought into our organization upon approval of the club's board of directors and on the recommendation of a very important Lion, the sponsor. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to these sponsors, as they have had the foresight to see the qualities of a good Lion in these promising new members. It may be outstanding leadership ability, a sincere commitment to serve others, or maybe a special skill. Their sponsors saw the potential for these new Lions to do something really great and to use their skills for the most important mission of all, to help others. To our new Lions, you have joined the world's largest and most active service organization. The huge expansion and growth of humanitarian service has been accomplished through the dedication of our members. Today, we ask you to help us carry this torch for Lions and to build a brighter future for all mankind. We ask you to serve. Not every new Lion is inducted as part of World Induction Day, and Lions Clubs International has designed a special certificate that really signifies the importance of the event. We have customized that certificate for you for this district, and we hope you will cherish it. Lions, my fellow Lions, remember this day and continue to wear your Lions pin with pride. Let me congratulate you and welcome you into our service organization, Lions Clubs International. And now, from all the Lions in this room who are proud and happy to have you as members of District A711, I want to hear, for these new Lions, a great big roar. Roar! I thank you.